Hi and welcome to Dave Culinary. I'm Punita Dave, and today we are going to make a very special type of sweet that doesn't have any sweet or sugar in it. So it's a very healthy sweet, and let's get going with making it. So the ingredients that we are going to use are some dried fruits and also nuts, which are also known as dry fruits. So dried fruits and dry fruits or nuts. Those are the ingredients. And I have about half a cup of dried apricots, half a cup of dried pineapple, half cup dried oranges, half cup dried peaches, half cup of combined dried cantaloupe and dried papaya, and half a cup of dried mangoes. So those are my dried fruits. Now you can take any other fruit that you like strawberry, blueberry, blackberry, cherry, any dried fruit that you like. For the aesthetics and color, I don't use blackberries or blueberries or cherries, but if you like them, you can use them. Balance out the quantities. Here I have 6 half cups of dried fruits, so a total of 3 cups of dried fruits. And I have taken an equal quantity of nuts, so 3 cups of nuts, of which I have 1.5 cup of walnuts, 1 cup of almonds, and half a cup of cashews. You can also adjust the ratio of the dried fruits versus the nuts. If you like it to be more nutty, you can add a little more nuts. If you like the more fruity flavor, you can add more dried fruits. So it's up to you how you make it. But these are all just dried fruits. Some of them might be sweetened in order to dry them, but we are not going to add any sugar to this. So these are the ingredients. All we have to do is prep our dried fruits a little, and then we'll be ready to prepare our sweet. So let's get going with that. So in order to prep the dried fruits, we are going to cut them into smaller dices. The reason we do that is these are sticky and chunky, and they are a little bit heavy on the food processor. So if we cut them into smaller pieces before putting them in food processor, it is easy on the food processor and you get a very good blend and mix of dried fruits and nuts. Otherwise, the chunks of the dried fruits remain too big and it becomes a little more chewy, and the sweet itself is not that great. So that's the reason we are going to cut them into maybe 1/2 centimeter dices. So we are going to dice all the fruits. Alright, so we are done dicing our dried fruits. As you can see, these are very small dices. And all we have to do now is mix the fruits and the nuts together. So I've taken a very big bowl so that we can mix everything well together. So pineapple, mango, oranges, apricots, papaya, cantaloupe, and peaches, everything in there, and give it a really good mix. We are going to put this into a food processor, but we are going to do that in 2 batches. I have a 13-cup food processor, but still I'm going to do this in 2 batches because it's heavy on the food processor. The stickiness of the dried fruits is heavy on the food processor. We start with a pulse. So just give it a pulse and then process it on low speed for a little bit and then on high speed. You don't want a very fine mix or a powdery mix. You want a little bit of a chunky mix. So what we can do is blend it together for some time and check it. This still needs to be blended a little bit more. So we are going to give it one more blend. And looks like it's done. So this is the type of mix that you want. You don't want a very fine mix. Alright, so I've taken the mix out in the same bowl again, and now we are going to make bite-sized balls out of it. You need to apply a little bit of pressure in order to bring it all together, but the moisture in the dried fruits is going to help you bring it together. With this recipe, we made about 51 to 53 bite-sized balls, and it has a very nutty flavor to it. It has a fruity flavor to it. It tastes really good. And you can even give it another shape, like a square shape or whatever you like it, but it's really, really delicious. We absolutely love it at our home. Whenever we make it, we finish half of it as soon as we make it. So It's our favorite. Do try it out. As I said, you can adjust the quantity of nuts and the dried fruits depending on whether you like nutty flavor or fruity flavor more. You can also adjust the quantity of the fruits that you put in it. But other than that, it's a very simple recipe. Do try it out and let us know what you think. And if you haven't subscribed to us, don't forget to do that. And I'll see you in our next video. Till then, bye bye.